Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look again on the gold market. So you can see the performance that we discussed recently is mostly completed, or at least it has happened. Now effect and impact of the Japanese yen performance on other markets is fading gradually. And on a daily chart, indeed, we've got the grabber. But here we have a bit tricky moment. That with this grabber, we haven't got the wash and rinse of this top. So actually, these lows, the lows of the grabber, is slightly lower than this one. Well, from the one point of view, generally this is good moment. So, but from the other, we have uncompleted XOP target on the lower time frame, and taking the position, in general, considering taking the short entry currently is a bit tricky. So probably it could force us to wait a bit longer for position taking, and definitely we will get it at probably worse price if downward action will start indeed right from this point. Currently, in general, most risky approach to the current situation in the trading here suggests that you could theoretically try to trade the grabber with placing stop above this area. If somehow the market still will hit it and then return it back down, this will be wash and rinse, and general bearish context will hold. But I would say that it is rather risky, because context for a bearish trading currently is not sufficient. So except the grabber, we actually do not have the confirmation by the market performance on a lower time frame. So this is just the pattern that we have in place, but it is not forbidden, because if you will be correct, and indeed market will start dropping here, you will get the profit entry. This will be absolutely perfect entry, or right on top. This performance correspondingly, and reward for this trade will be also maximum. So that's what about the grabber. On the 4 time frame chart, here is nothing to say something special. Free drive still valid. Here's market is not canceling the free drive, and it stands below the third drive, and potentially it suggests that probably loss could be taken. Although, as I already talked about it, that this performance of course is absolutely not typical for normal bearish market. It's irrational. It should not happen in a normal situation, because this is really big challenge for a failure of the pattern. But we do know what the background for this action. This is Japanese yen performance and weakness on the dollar. That has triggered this action. That's why it has no direct relation to the gold, and from that standpoint we are making some discount on treating this performance and see just what will happen. On the hourly chart, here is what really has happened. So take a look. That is our major XOP that we discussed recently. Market for a few cents hadn't reached it, and take a look that this XOP actually stands above this top. So formally, if market would take this XOP, the free drive will be cancelled. And holding below this area, well, although theoretically keeps bearish pattern valid, this also might be important. Market, in fact, has completed also XOP, but of the bit different scale. So take a look. If I put the starting point of the action right there, you will see that XOP perfectly has tested and completed. Why this level is important? Why market completed XOP from this level? Just because take a look at the swing sky, where the where really upward action has started. So take a look. Initial thrusting up, deep retracement, fluctuation, some attempt to go higher, drop back down, and only after that real action has started. So that's why this is, I would say, is a major point that should be used for those who are trading long for closing the position. And particularly this XOP has been tested. But at the same time, This major XOPs also remains valid, and this brings some tricky moment that somehow market could return it back up, complete this XOP, and maybe after that only start downward action. So some different patterns might be formed here. And that's why dealing directly with the grabber on the daily chart is possible, but still carries some risk. Besides here, let's take a look. We have the bearish trend, but price action mostly stands flat. So conservative traders, those who are not sure to dealing currently with the grabber, not want it too risky, prefer to wait for some more confirmation, I would say just we need to wait. And particularly speaking, we need to wait for confirmation of the direction. So when the market direction agrees with the trend, so in other words, we need to see some downward acceleration. So once we will get it, it will be a chance to get the position on some minor pullback, something of that sort, but in an opposite way. So, but if you would like to, of course, you could try to maybe use some minor position, small position, but dealing with the grabber that has been formed recently. This is also not forbidden. It is possible.